But in meditation, you don't have to sit like this. You can sit like that. You can sit, legs straight. You can sit like this.
How much better than like this?
Or like that. As long as you can feel. So with that one, it might be a bit of a struggle to actually get the breath properly in your belly. So if you want to have your legs straight, maybe sit on the block. Because then you elevate the hips. It's easier to sit straight and spine.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there's, there's no set ways, like you said, there's not one body, it's different bodies, different needs. So finding your position or your meditation seat, and closing down the eyes. Now as you close down the eyes, maybe consciously make a decision to leave the outside world, outside of this room for the next hour. So the intention is to just really connect inwards, disconnecting from the outside, connecting to the inside. Just take a moment to just watch the quality of your breath, just as it is. No need to change it, just observing whether it's steady or uneven, deep or shallow. Does it happen easily or is it a little bit of a struggle? So it's good to be able to take that observer role, or the witness if you like, where you don't need to exercise any judgment of what you see, just observing. Becoming aware, you're cultivating an awareness of what's going on for you, whether it's in the body, in the mind, or emotionally. Noticing if there's anything that stands out to you, whether it's in the body, something achy, or something particularly on your mind today, or any emotions at the forefront. Now, whatever is at the forefront for you, I want you to take 3 deep inhales into whatever comes up for you. And as you exhale, flush it out through the mouth. Just imagine that you're dropping it. 2 more times. Deep inhale through the nose. Sighing it out, just letting it go. And start now lengthening your breath on your next inhale. So start expanding the belly all the way up into the rib cage, the chest, the collarbone. As you exhale, start to drop the air out, drop the collarbones, the chest, the rib cage, the belly. Fully emptying the belly before you start your next inhale. And just imagine with each inhale that you're creating a little bit of extra length in the spine, a little bit of extra space in the body, lightness perhaps. And then with each exhale, imagine you have the opportunity to just soften and relax into your yoga class a little bit more with each breath. As if you're gradually just shedding the layers. This is particularly effective if your mind is really busy, wandering off. In yoga we call it the monkey mind that just jumps from tree to tree. Again, no judgment, just watching. If that's the case, you're hooking the mind back in by linking its attention to the breath. It doesn't matter how many times you have to keep bringing it in. Just 3 more rounds now of this length and juicy inhales, long cleansing exhales. Softening the face and clenching the teeth. Once you've done your 3 breaths, just returning to your natural breath. You can keep the eyes closed if you like. We'll start circling the head. Get some movement into the neck, into the throat. Now, if it's uncomfortable circling, you can just go from shoulder to shoulder. A half circle. Changing direction if you're circling. Coming back to center. Now we're going to inhale both arms to the ceiling. Nice length along the spine. As you exhale, we're going to lower the left hand, lean over to the left. Imagine that you're breathing from the right hip out into the right fingertips, creating some space, gently opening the armpit, the chest towards the ceiling. And just stay with your breath here. Not hold the breath. With your next inhale, come back to the center. Drop the right hand, bring the left arm to the ceiling, and as you exhale, to the right. Breathing from the left hip out into the fingertips, softening that left shoulder back and down, opening the heart towards the ceiling. The next inhale, back to the center. Bringing the hands out in front, nice and wide as you spread the fingers. Now see if you can soften the shoulders back and down. Engaging the arms, the hands, the fingers, and then making strong fists. If you're about to punch someone, then open and close, really strong. Open, close, open, close. Now start speeding up that movement, just gradually. Just might notice that you start really engaging that lower arm muscle. That's going to protect your wrists. And go even faster. And faster still. In control the muscle or the mind. Shaking it out. Beautiful. Interlock the hands. Just doing the eternity number. So basically what we're doing is just prepping our wrists. We're coming to poses where we put weight on the wrist. Now changing direction. And then shaking it out. Hands on the floor, coming onto all fours. Now from here, I'm going to start circling the hips. So from the get-go, start to get some movement into the hip joints, simultaneously also into the knees, the pelvic floor, lower back. Now you can go as wide or as big as you like. Just really making the movement go where it's needed. You can come all the way forwards, all the way back to the heel, so you can just stay up top. Now changing direction. And as we work on the hips today, I want you guys to notice as we go through poses on both sides, whether there's one side that stands out, because very often one hip is more tight than the other one. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Now tuck the toes. Big toes touching, knees together. And then sitting back onto the heels, maybe the head drops to the floor or just hovers right above if you can't quite reach the floor. Now, step the knees the width of the mat, keep the toes where they are. And just notice the difference in your hips. And then with your next inhale, we're going to come onto all fours, lift the feet off the floor, drop the hips, open the chest, the heart, soles, the feet together. As you exhale, we're going to come back down into that variation of child's pose. So follow your own breath rhythm here now. When you're ready to inhale, bringing yourself up and forwards into your heart opener, hip opener. As you exhale, come back. So just give yourself the benefit of your full extended inhale and your full extended exhale. Just linking the movement to the breath. You can soften those shoulders away from the ears, particularly when you come forward. Let's do 3 more rounds. Slightly engaging your core, particularly when you come into the heart opener. And if the hips or anywhere else feels tight in this movement, use the breath. Bring your attention there as if you're breathing into that space. Once you've done your 3, come back into your child's pose. You can untuck the toes if you like. Now next inhale, come back onto all 4. Now bringing the right foot to the front between the hands. Now here you can either use your blocks on either side as support if you like, or just have the hands on the mat. As if you can shuffle that left knee a little further back. If you have sore knees, you can tuck the toes, that's going to protect the knee. So if you find that length in the torso. Now inhale when you're ready. And as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands back, bring the blocks if you're using the blocks, coming into your half split. Now watch sure you're not leaning into the left hip, but you're coming to center, so you can really feel that in the hamstring, in the calf. As you inhale, walk the hands forwards and open up the heart. Exhale back, 3 more rounds in your own time. If you find that you're hunching, particularly when you're in your half split, grab your blocks so you can get that nice extension of the spine. Clench your teeth, keeping your face nice and soft. Guys, that 3, guys? That's right, so we'll stop there. Now we're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee off the floor, and then come into a plank pose. Just change. Bring the left foot to the front, lower the right knee, shuffle it a little further back, and find the length in the spine as you inhale. As you exhale, start walking the hands back with the blocks. Push the heel, the left heel away to really get into that back of the left leg before you inhale, come to the front. Just 3 more. You're allowing the movement to go at the rhythm of your breath. So usually in our daily life, the breath just has to keep upright with our tempo, with all our plans, deadlines, the clock. But here's the other way around. The breath is in charge. Now we come to the front. So we step the left knee next to the right, the blocks to the side. And just a few wiggly movements from side to side. And then coming back to center, tucking your toes, pushing yourself into a bit of a balance here. So bringing the knees off the floor. Now find a point on the mat in front of you where you can keep your focus. That's going to help with your balance as you start straightening the spine, softening the shoulders, back and down. So gentle tuck of the tailbone here is really going to engage your core muscles. Just making sure you're still breathing deeply. So not holding the breath to hold the balance. With the next exhale, we're going to lower the hands. Lift the buttocks towards the ceiling. Shuffle the feet hip width apart. Slightly bend the knees and drop the head towards the floor. So see if you can have the belly on top of your thighs. Gently nod the head yes. And shaking the head no. Now prepare, we're going to do a little bit of a nerve stretch. We're going to walk the hands to the outside of the right foot. Bend the right knee, so you're leaning your weight onto the right foot, and then start straightening the left leg. Now, if this feels really tight, you can walk the feet further apart. That's going to be less intense. If you want to intensify, you can step the feet closer. So the inhale, imagine that you lengthen, and at the exhale, maybe you drop a little deeper. Pulling that left kneecap up to engage the left leg. Staying with your breath. Breathing into that nerve stretch. The next inhale, you walk back to center. And as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands to the outside of the left foot. Now this time, bend the left knee. Lean your weight into the left foot, the left hip. Start straightening the right leg. Pulling that right kneecap up. See if you can soften the shoulders, drop the head. Deep breaths here. Breathing into any discomfort you might be feeling. And then next inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the knees even more, and as you inhale, start rolling up to standing. One vertebra at a time. And then once you're up, just closing down the eyes, just taking a moment here to allow the body to adjust to its upright position. If you notice or you can observe some physical sensations in the body, notice how it feels for you when you start shifting, moving energy around in the body. Imagine that you're grounding to the soles of the feet, so you have a solid foundation for your practice tonight. Gently opening the eyes, you can shake out the hands, shake out the feet, come to the front of your mat. I'm going to do a few rounds of gentle sun salute B's. Do you guys know sun salute B's? So it's basically similar to sun salute A, but we add extra component inside. Inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling. Find that nice length in the spine before you exhale. Come into your forward fold, slightly engaging your core. You can have the legs straight or knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, we're going to step the feet to the back of the mat. Now continue to exhale as you lower the knees to the floor. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Elbows tucked into the side of the rib cage. Inhale as you lift the torso. Now, I want the hands to just be support. So don't push away with the hands. Use your core to lift. Now with your next exhale, tuck the toes. Push back into your Adho Mukha. Down dog. Now with your next inhale, we're going to bring the right foot to the front of the mat.
Step the left foot a little bit out to the side and forwards. As you exhale, bring the hands to the hips. As you inhale, push away to come into your warrior one. Arms to the ceiling. And then soften into the hips here, slightly bend that front knee. Weight on the outside of the left foot. If you want a bit of a heart opener, you can interlock the hands behind your lower back. And then inhale as you open the heart, chest, the armpits. And exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot. Step into your plank, lower the knees. Chaturanga as it's called when you lower yourself down. Engage your core, tuck the tailbone. Inhale to lift the torso. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back. Adho Mukha down dog. Next inhale, left foot to the front of the mat. Step the right foot slightly out and forwards. As you exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale to push yourself up. Warrior one, bringing the arms to the ceiling. Now the hands can touch, or if that's challenging for your shoulders, you can also have the hands slightly apart. Again, if you want to have a bit of a heart opener, interlock the hands. This time, the opposite thumb on top. And you probably don't have no idea what thumb I do. If you take the one that feels awkward, that's the one you don't automatically go to. So that will be the second one. And as you exhale, frame the front foot with your hands. Step into your plank pose. Lower the knees. Chaturanga. Nicely engage in your core. So you're not rolling down with the belly first, but with the chest first. Inhale, lift and engage. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back. Adho Mukha down dog. Now 3 breaths here. If you can engage your hands, so spread the fingers as if you're grabbing hold of the mat. Again, one more thing that's going to protect your wrists. If you can roll the shoulders away from the ears towards the armpits. Beautiful. Great adjustment, girls. As if you're stretching the area between the shoulder blades. Now, at the end of your third exhale, look forward between the hands. No breaths. Stepping both feet to the front of the mat. And then inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Draw yourself all the way up. And exhale. Arms together in front of the heart. So that was one round of Sansalute B. You guys keen to do that one more time? Inhale when you're ready. And that nice juicy length along the spine before you come into your forward fold. And inhale halfway. And we can add an extra hip opener here. By the next exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee. And inhale, arms to the ceiling. Now exhale, we're going to lower the left hand to the back of the right side, leaning over towards the left side of the mat. Tucking the tailbone, pushing the right hip forward. Inhale to come back. And then exhale, lower the hands, frame the front foot. Step into your plank pose. Now, from here, if you're used to doing your legs straight, you can do, or you can lower the knees again. But what I don't want to see, I don't want to see this. That means you're not strong enough to the core to do it, so then use the knees to the floor. If you have legs straight, the chest should come down before the hips. And then you slide forwards, either coming to your up dog or your low cobra. And engaging your core to push back into your Adho Mukha down dog. Beautiful. At the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath, just bring the right foot to the front. Let the left foot slightly forward and out. Inhale to come into your warrior one. Exhale to lower the hands, frame the front foot. Step into your plank pose, not choosing your chaturanga, keeping in mind your legs are straight, elbows tucked into the side,
Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back. Adho Mukha down dog. Beautiful. At the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands, no breath. As you step the left foot to the front, right foot slightly out to the side and forwards. Inhale, warrior one, sorry. And exhale, lower the hands. Step into your plank. Chaturanga of your choice. Core switched on, elbows tucked in, so they're pointing to the back of the mat. Your core is engaged too when you exhale to push back into Adho Mukha down dog. 3 breaths here. Fabulous work. Getting a moment to just regain your breath here. Connecting with those deep belly breaths from the beginning of the class, meditation. At the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath as you bring the right foot to the front. Lower the left knee. Inhale, come into your low lunge. On that nice length, tuck the tailbone. As you exhale, lower the right hand to the back of the left thigh, leaning over to the right. Next inhale, arms back to the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower the hands. Frame the front foot, no breath as you step the left foot to the front. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Then exhale, bring the palms together in front of the heart, closing the eyes just for a moment. Just reconnecting with the breath, maybe feeling the heart beating a little faster beneath the thumbs. Softening the face and clenching the teeth. And when you're ready, just bringing the arms down by the side, softening the shoulders. Slight bend in the knees. Just noticing the effect of your sun salute breathe. And gently open the eyes, shake it up. And from here, we're going to bring the feet wide apart. So you guys face that wall, started by facing that wall. Now have the heels slightly further out than the toes. Beautiful. And bring the hands to the hips. Engage your legs by pulling your kneecaps up. Tuck the tailbone. Find that nice length in the spine as you inhale. Maybe look to the ceiling. Then as you exhale, come into a forward fold. Now you might stay with the torso parallel to the floor, hands on the hips. Or you might want to bring the hands to the floor, maybe dropping the head. So again, no matter where you're at, it doesn't matter. Stay with your breath. I'm going to bend that left knee. Then walk the hands over to the left foot. Stretching the inside of that right thigh. Opening that hip. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, walk the hands to the right foot. Straightening the left. And notice, is one side more open than the other? And also, just check your knee. Is the right knee stacked on top of the right ankle, or is it falling in? You want to stack the joint. So we're going to do one more time each side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, walking the hands to the left side. Again, see if you can stack that knee joint. See if you can drop the buttocks a little bit more. If you can't, that's okay. As you inhale, come back to center. Then exhale one last time to the right side. Beautiful. Now walking the hands around to frame the right foot. And then step back into your down dog. Adho Mukha.
Beautiful work. Now from here, I'm going to bring the right knee towards the right wrist, to the right side of the mat. Then shuffle the right foot across the left side of the mat. So we're setting ourselves up for Coogee. Now lower the left knee, shuffle the left knee a little further back. Now, it's possible if you like to use your block here underneath if you need for some extra support. Now, the bigger the angle in the right knee, the stronger the opening is going to be for the hip. So I want you to keep in mind that you need to breathe. If you stop breathing, that means you push a bit too far, just pull back, okay? Because we want to breathe some space into the hips. We don't want to just sit and hold it, okay? Coming onto the fingertips, tuck the tailbone, slightly lift up and out of the hips. Find that engagement in the core. And then with your next exhale, lower yourself onto your forearms. And you can either stack the fists on top of each other, rest the forehead on the hips, or you can come all the way down to the mat, or you can even use a block. And this is a strong opener. And that little bit of pressure on the forehead, by resting the forehead, actually helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, part of the nervous system responsible for rest and digest. Basically telling the body, you're safe, you're good, you can relax, I've got you. So now you can start to distribute your inhale, breathing in those parts that feel the most challenged. And as you exhale, just imagine that you're letting go of that tension, that resistance, that tightness within. Now, some of you are going to be more than okay here. You don't want to go any deeper into this part. Or some of you might want to entertain sliding the left arm underneath the right armpit. And then come to rest on the left shoulder, left side of the head. That's going to deepen the stretch even more. Now, if your head can't touch the floor, then probably just stay. Beautiful work. Now I want you to do 3 more deep belly breaths like we did at the beginning. So no matter what the mind is telling you right now, you're just observing the mind's doing, but you're focusing on the breath. Inhaling space, exhaling with physical breath, impatient. But that being said, of course, if you have any pain, then definitely come out, okay? So you're not just grinning and bearing it. There's that fine balance. And onto your down your 3 breaths, very slowly, the palms of the hands to the mat, actually pushing yourself up. I'm going to place the right hand in the middle of the mat. I'm going to bend the left knee, pull the heel towards you. Now that might be as far as you go, or you might want to bring the left hand back, grab hold of the toes, the ankles, the heel, whatever you can grab. But just watch your mind now. So your mind is like, or can it just be content with wherever you're at? Right? Doesn't matter. The aesthetics of yoga doesn't matter. The presence of the pose. Right? Bring both hands to the front again. Tuck the left toe. Shuffle the left knee forward. Now that right hip is probably going to feel a little bit creaky and sore. And from here, if you can, push yourself back into your down dog, and then bring the right leg to the ceiling to shake it out. Then we're going to open the hip by stacking the right hip on top of the left, bend the right knee, allow the heel to fall towards the buttocks. As if you can square your shoulders as if you're in down dog. Beautiful. As you exhale, lower the right foot to the floor. Beautiful. Next inhale, I'm going to bring the left knee, the left wrist. Shuffle the left foot across to the right side of the mat. And then shuffle the right knee further down the mat. Again, use your block if you need the support. Now you can tuck the toes to protect the knee if you need to. Now if you have any sore left knee here, any pain in the knee, let me know because then I can show you the different variation. Come onto the fingertips, tuck the tailbone, gently lift up and out of the hips, maybe look towards the ceiling. Ready to exhale, gently coming down onto your forearms. You can stay there, just resting your head on the block, or you can stack your fists so you can come all the way down. So again, it doesn't matter what you look like in the pose. It matters if are you here in this pose with your mind wandering on having all sorts of opinions, impatience, low tolerance. That's okay, we're not judging that, we're just observing it. So essentially the mind is not you. It's just part of this body that you're in. You can soften the face, unclench the feet, soften the shoulder. And just check in. Are your shoulders square and even, or are you leaning more into one side than the other? So just adjust yourself. Coming back to center. Deep breaths here into that left hip or anywhere else you feel the close the most. And just notice, is this hip higher than the other one, or is it more open? Or maybe you're sensitive, but that's fine too. Use space and lightness. Exhaling. Consistent lightness. Now if you would like to try sliding the right arm underneath the left armpit. Try. Always leave it alone. If it doesn't work, come back to the center. One more breath here. So on the next breath, you can deep inhale into that left hip. Imagine that you expand with lightness, and as you exhale, just flush it out. Inhale, gradually. The left hand in the middle of the mat in front, bending the right knee, bring the heel towards you. Again, you can stay or you can reach. Hold on to it out, whatever you can reach. Just make sure you can breathe. The breath, if you're holding the breath, that's a sign you just need to pull back. Right? You always want to be able to feel the breath in the belly. And then next exhale, both hands to the front of the mat. Tuck the right toes. Very slowly start moving the right knee up the mat. Then engage your core as you step back into your down dog. Gradually into your three-legged dog and into that hip opener where you drop the heel towards the buttocks. Breathing in there. And as you exhale, lower the left foot to the floor. From here, I'm going to walk or jump your feet to the front of the mat, coming into a cross-legged seat. Yeah. So the breath work there. You just straighten the leg. Release some flesh from the seat bones. And just rest. Use your hands here as support so that you can push away, finding that nice spine. So nearly like pushing yourself forward so you get that nice extra length in the spine engagement. Yeah. Just put the hands underneath the knees. Pull the knees up and together. Now we're going to roll forward backwards onto the mat. And then roll forwards, just giving the spine a bit of a massage. And the next time you come down, staying on your back, lowering the feet to the floor, heels slightly out so the knees can rest in towards each other. Bring the arms overhead. If that's okay for your shoulders, if there's any other variation with the arms you prefer, that's fine too, either to the side or just down by the side. Just giving your spine an opportunity now to just return to neutral. If you like, take a deep cleansing inhale through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. And when you're ready, just bringing the arms down by the side. Grab hold of one of your blocks. Now with your next inhale, tuck the tailbone. Slightly start lifting the hips towards the ceiling and then slide your block underneath the lower part of your sacrum and the sort of top part of the tailbone. So you don't want too much of the bum to be hanging over the back of your block. Tuck the tailbone. Now from here, if it's okay for your lower back, straighten both legs, but keep them really wide apart. So that's going to ease off any pressure on the lower back. Now, if you need to adjust and shuffle around a little bit here, you can. Maybe use your hands to gently massage the front and sides of your hips. Really getting around the hip bone. And then just bringing the arms out to the side. Stay like this for 3 more breaths. Just apply those deep belly breaths. Now once you've done your 3 breaths, bending the knees, lifting the hips, sliding the block up. Just take your time doing this, making your way into your Shavasana. Now if you like to bring the knees to the chest before you come into your Shavasana, you can. Now, once you come to stillness in your final resting pose, take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, nice long exhale, either sighing it out or just through the nose. Just imagine you surrender your entire body weight into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. Just giving the body some time to digest the yoga class. In fact, Shavasana is the cream of the cream of a yoga class. That's where you really get all the benefits from your efforts, physically, energetically. Like everything's allowed to just settle into place.
taking a few deep breaths. Move the fingers, toes, circle the wrists, circle the ankles. And then any movements, further movements to ease out of your resting place very gently. One time when you're ready, just roll them onto your right side. Just using the right arm as a pillow, just resting there. I'm going to just use the hand to push this way up to the seat, whatever your comfortable seat is. Closing down the eyes when you're ready, just allowing yourself to sit in stillness, just in that space, just ready for yourself in the last hour. Space in the physical body, but also in the mind. When it comes together and it comes to the point between the eyebrows, the third eye. And with a gentle bow on the head, see if you can cultivate some gratitude for yourself for showing up regularly to yoga, to anything in your life that you regularly show up to, just to strengthen yourself in any way or in however way you need. Just if you can actually have the awareness of the gratitude for that, knowing that you have that in this moment, but not take it for granted because we don't know what tomorrow brings. So as you leave the yoga room today, walk back out into the outside world, see if you can bring some more of that inner connection in all your dealings with other people, yourself, difficult or loving relationships, bringing that presence, that heart connection. And thanks for allowing me to hold space for you all. Everyone, have a beautiful evening, beautiful rest of your week, and I look forward to